Namaste, dear friend. Have you ever noticed how, after 70, even small things like climbing stairs, bending down, or standing for too long feel different from before? Now imagine the strain that long airport lines, crowded buses, or hours of sitting on trains can bring. For many seniors, travel sounds exciting, a chance to see new places, visit relatives, or relive old memories. But here's the truth. After crossing 70, travel can quietly become more of a burden than a joy. What looks like a dream trip in photos may actually hide risks to your health, finances, and even your peace of mind. In this video, I'm going to share 7 powerful reasons why traveling after 70 is dangerous, and what you can do instead to keep life exciting without risking your well-being. Stay with me until the end, because reason number 7 is something very few people talk about, yet it is often the biggest regret seniors face. 1. Hidden health emergencies. The first and most serious danger of traveling after 70 is the risk of sudden health emergencies. At this stage of life, conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, or heart disease become more unpredictable. At home, you know your doctor. You know where the hospital is, and medicines are within reach. But when you travel, all of this changes. Imagine falling sick in an airport far from home, or needing urgent help in a country where you don't even speak the language. Even a minor issue like dehydration or stomach upset can spiral into a bigger medical emergency when treatment is delayed. I once met a gentleman in Chennai who had a mild chest pain during a train journey. He thought it was just acidity. By the time he reached medical help, it was a heart attack. He survived, but the incident left him and his family terrified of future travel. The truth is, after 70, your body no longer recovers as quickly. A fall, a fever, or a sudden spike in blood sugar can derail your entire trip. 2. Greater exposure to infections. The second hidden danger is exposure to new germs and infections. Have you noticed how crowded airports, train stations, and buses have become? Hundreds of people packed together, breathing the same air, touching the same seats and handrails. For younger travelers, catching a cold or a stomach bug may only mean a few uncomfortable days. But for seniors, infections like pneumonia, food poisoning, or even flu can lead to hospitalization. Food and water safety is an issue. What feels like a tasty street snack to younger people can upset a senior's stomach for weeks. Water quality, cooking oil, spices, all can trigger digestion problems. And let's not forget airplanes. Studies show the recycled air in flights carries a higher chance of spreading viruses. For seniors with weaker immunity, this is a serious risk. 3. Travel fatigue and slow recovery. The third reason is something many elders underestimate: fatigue. Long journeys mean walking long distances in airports, waiting in queues, carrying luggage, and sitting in uncomfortable seats. For a younger body, recovery is quick. But after 70, fatigue lingers. A 3-hour flight can leave you tired for 3 days. Jet lag feels heavier, and the body clock takes longer to reset. One lady I knew from Delhi shared that after her Europe trip at 72, she spent almost a month at home just regaining her strength. She said, "The trip was beautiful, but I came back more tired than happy." Travel isn't just about reaching the destination. It's also about having the energy to enjoy it. If fatigue steals that joy, the purpose of travel itself is lost. 4. Mobility challenges and fall risks. Reason number 4 is mobility issues. With age, balance weakens, reflexes slow, and bones become fragile. Airports, tourist sites, and hotels are rarely designed for senior safety. Slippery bathrooms, uneven pavements, escalators, or simply rushing in a crowd can lead to falls. Falls after 70 can be life-changing. A hip fracture, for example, doesn't just cause pain. It can take away independence. And in an unfamiliar place, medical care may not even be available quickly. A senior couple once told me how their dream trip to Himachal turned into a nightmare when the husband slipped on wet stairs. Instead of enjoying the mountains, they spent weeks in a hospital away from home. Mobility is one of the most underrated travel challenges for seniors. What feels like just walking a little more can actually be risky. 5. Financial strain and hidden costs. Number 5 is financial risks. Travel isn't cheap. Tickets, hotels, taxis, insurance, and meals costs add up quickly. Many seniors dip into their retirement savings for a single trip, underestimating hidden expenses. And here's the harsh reality. Medical care abroad or in another city can be extremely expensive. Imagine paying thousands for a hospital stay in a foreign country, simply because you didn't realize your insurance didn't cover you there. Seniors are also more vulnerable to scams. Tourists are easy targets, and older travelers are often seen as easy prey by pickpockets and fraudsters. Losing money or important documents in an unfamiliar place can cause unbearable stress. After 70, financial stability is precious. Risking it on a trip that may leave you drained instead of joyful is not always worth it. 6. Emotional stress and mental confusion. The 6th reason is emotional stress. Travel requires constant alertness, keeping track of documents, luggage, flight timings, hotel check-ins, and directions. For someone in their 70s, this mental load can be exhausting. Even small mistakes, like misplacing a passport, forgetting medicines, or missing a flight, create panic and confusion. Seniors are more prone to disorientation in unfamiliar environments, especially if language barriers exist. I remember meeting an elderly woman who had traveled abroad alone. She admitted that while the trip looked glamorous in photos, she spent most nights anxious and unable to sleep, worried about the next day's arrangements. The emotional pressure of travel often cancels out the happiness it was supposed to bring. 7. Missing what really matters. Finally, the 7th and perhaps most important reason. After 70, time with loved ones matters more than ticking off tourist spots. Travel may seem like a way to create memories, but many seniors later regret spending their limited energy on trips instead of simply being with family, sharing meals, or telling stories to grandchildren. At this age, what the heart truly seeks is peace, connection, and comfort, not airport stress and endless suitcases. One grandfather from Bengaluru told me, "I realized too late that the best journey at my age wasn't to another country, but to my own garden, where my grandchildren play." His words hold a truth that many seniors discover only after exhausting themselves on trips. So, dear friend, those were 7 reasons why traveling after 70 can be risky. From health emergencies to emotional stress, from financial strain to the regret of missing meaningful time, travel at this age requires careful thought. This doesn't mean you should never enjoy life again. It means choosing wisely. Instead of exhausting journeys, consider shorter, local trips, gentle outings, or creating joyful experiences at home with loved ones. Because at the end of the day, happiness after 70 doesn't come from crossing borders. It comes from feeling safe, loved, and truly present. If you found this video helpful, please share it with someone you care about. And let me know in the comments, would you still like to travel after 70 or do you prefer the comfort of home? Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay safe, stay wise, and stay happy.